Stephen Coleridge, a journalist, musician, promoter who writes for an English blues magazine, came to the Blues Box to learn the blues and do research for a book on Slim Harpo. He thinks that American blues are a true art form and that it needs to be preserved.
It's a folk art, and if you consider any type of folk art to be an art form, then the blues definitely qualifies as an art form. And it's because it has a very strict structure, and you're obliged to be creative within that structure, which is part of its timelessness. The challenge is the same for everybody. That's from a musician's point of view, and the listener, it conveys certain emotions that I don't feel that any other music conveys, certainly not to me anyway.
Well, do you expect that we'll see blues in the 21st century, or is it a dying art form?
Well, with the increased standardization that one sees, like every town in America, even in Europe, has its McDonald's, its, everything beginning to look like everywhere else. I think people will always need this sort of music because now, it's about the only sort of music that is still being recorded where they don't use drum machines and sequencers and all that sort of stuff. And I think it may fade, but I don't think it's going to die because there are not what I hope to find, but there are a few young people, young blacks, obviously lots of young whites, but there are young blacks still playing blues and obscure parts.